and approved on 16 March 2023 and valid till 27th of May 2024. Following items have been imported. Kindly see number 6, brake plate casting, Kobe, Slovenia. We are the collaborated firm. But probably they were misguided with the term Slovenia. Slovenia means not the East European country. Therefore, COVID Slovenia is a collaborative firm, the petitioner. You have asked me to do that, I have done so. Then from above, it is evident that firm has not sourced the item number 06, that's brake plating casting. Above from Messrs. Kobe, Slovenia, as mentioned in Appellate QAP. I am the Kobe, Slovenia. But then I give a detailed answer.
On one hand, the government of India is highlighting the Make in India policy, and at the same time, they are forcing you to purchase goods from Slovenia.
And we are a collaborated firm with Slovenia. That's why our name. And you say that you did not get it from that particular me. I am the firm. So that's the name of the firm, Kobe, Slovenia. Lordship has been pleased to notice it once again. And there is no allegation of any quality depreciation. Only is that the percentage of component you have to import, and you say I have used indigenous material. We say we did it on the plea of Make India scheme. That's our defense. And that was also approved. And then kindly come to page 151, the impugned order. Downgradation, though this was stated by my lord. With a letter under reference above, show cause notice was issued to Mrs. to Mrs. JWL Kovis India Private Limited for non-compliance of approved QP for sourcing. What is the non-compliance? For sourcing or raw material for manufacture and supply of standardized brake disc for HLB coaches to RDSO specification number so and so. The reply received from the firm has been examined. It is noted that the firm's clarification on this subject is not satisfactory. Why? What is the foundation of not being satisfied? These are technical aspects. They could have said that you do not comply with these gradations. But this is absolutely arbitrary. And this was stated by my lord. Now kindly takes up the affidavit in opposition. Para 9. Supplementary.
Para 9 of the AO.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes, para 9 of the opposition. It's on page. The respondents state that as per details provided for in-house manufacturing activity in part of section C of QAP approved on such and such, there is the indication of casting a brake disc in-house. Whereas it is clearly indicated that the brake plate casting drawing such and such is to be procured from Kobe, Slovenia. Thus, as per approved QAP, it is clear that the casting was to be outsourced from Kobe, Slovenia, and other subsequent operations were to be done in-house by JWL Kovis. Further, the firm was clearly aware of the fact, and accordingly, it has later applied for approval of in-house manufacturing of brake plate casting so and so. Therefore, the claim of earlier approval of in-house casting is bad. Well, I'm really confused. You have approved me in-house casting cooperative, and you have asked me to get it imported from Slovenia. We say we are the collaborator from Slovenia. That company says yes, we have given them the technological support. No, it would change. বলেছে outsourced from COVID. QAP, yes. And then kindly Milad sees not what was their real requirement. Kindly come to page 62. Plus 62 is the requirement on which I had quoted. 62 of the writ petition.
Yes.
Kindly come to Milad item 6, the break
Break
play
play
casting, which
casting.
they are still now receiving.
Uh-huh.
Drawing number such and such, name of source, COVID Slovenia, frequency of review of performance subject source as per JWL COVID's audit plan. That's my company's plan.
Uh-huh.
And kindly sees the other items for the import was specifically mentioned. But item 6, there is no mentioning even of the import. I'm the same firm. In case of bolt, imported some specification given, washer imported, nut imported, but in case of brake plate, no importment. Now, this downgrading should go. It's my humble submission. I would just rely upon a latest Supreme Court judgment almost on a similar point. Sorry, but this is not Supreme Court. I stand corrected. This is Division Bench of Bombay High Court. The facts are almost similar. I'm just showing the relevant paragraph according to me. Kindly come to paragraph 17. What was the issue? Mr. Doctor poses a question, presumably to himself, why not? The question provides his own answer because the impugned order has no reasons that we are able to discern. There is rank speculation about a deviation from QAP, actually worded as conjecture, saying that may lead to quality issues. Then kindly come to 19. We understand the prohibition of prescription against job work. The reason is self-evident. It has to do with quality control, but the mere fact that a person has obtained the copper cathodes from another vendor and sent to them to HCL for manufacture of CCC rods does not inevitably lead to a factual conclusion that there has been a variation in the quality standards. This is one reason we find that the impugned order at page 79 could not possibly have speculated as to what might happen. If there is to be a backlisting, this could only be done on the basis that there was indeed and in fact a deterioration in quality. Once the supply by the upper industries was found to be non-conforming quality, then it really would make no difference why that non-conformity took place. It could then perhaps be further attributed to the fact that Sumitomo copper cathodes were being supplied to HCL, but this is a factual determinant and it cannot be left to the realm of speculation, conjecture, and surmise. Then paragraph 22. Strangely, the impugned order makes reference in its subject line to these RDSO specification with effect for such and such. That could never have been done. Lastly, on the factual aspect of the matter, the following points must be kept in mind. The copper cathodes from Sumitomo were inspected and found to conform the necessary London Metal Exchange standards. The CCC rods manufactured by HCL using these copper cathodes were inspected and duly certified. The HDGC were made by upper industries from CCC rods were inspected and approved by the fourth respondent. HCL is an approved vendor of CCC rods. HCL has certified that CCC rods were procured using such grade. At no point has the railways rejected the HDSC wires manufactured in this manner by upper industries. Not I bank on this. In fact, you admit in your reply that he is still accepting the supply. But we downgrade him because according to him, he ought to have got it imported from Slovenia. There is no question of minimal quality deterioration. Then 24, we do not understand how a party can be delisted for no demonstrable fault. A prohibition or a standard is sought to be applied retrospectively. Relevant factors have been completely ignored. namely quality control, and most importantly, the acceptance of upper industries products and their actual deployment by the railways. The entirely irrelevant factor of the 2021 specification was used, irrelevant, because it was applied to suppliers of a previous period, although it came into effect from such and such. As a matter of administrative law, like this is the ratio, this action fails both primary and the secondary test of judicial review, where fundamental rights are involved and where they are not. It is entirely disproportionate. It also completely meets or fits the standard of Wensbury reasonableness, that's well known to your lordship. I'm not reading out. Then, paragraph 27. Even as Wensbury's unreasonableness continued to inform decisions of courts with the power of judicial review, not only here but in many other jurisdictions, there came into ascendance a parallel doctrine of proportionality. This is not necessarily linked to the award of punishment. It is a facet of reasonableness. Its tests are slightly different from those of Wensbury's unreasonableness. The doctrine tells us that in any executive or administrative action, the act or thing done or ordered to be done cannot be so disproportionate to the cause for that order. To put it more colloquially, an administrator or an executive cannot use our hammer to kill an ant. That's which they have done. That's why I started below placing their reply, where they admit, yes, we are taking the supply, but we have downgraded him because of that. But that cannot be. As on today, we are not. Prerequisites of the quality of products must be. Page 156. Now, Millard, kindly turn to my Lana Junior Millard, Everly Millard points out. I missed it. Page 156. Yes. Kindly come to see Millard, the authority for penal actions. 4.2, Millard, is the empowerment for penal actions. Following penal actions can be taken against the vendors. Then kindly come to 4.2.1.1, prerequisites. The vendors can be downgraded from list of approved vendors to list of RDSO vendors for development order posted on RDSO website list, or delisted from the list of approved vendors or list of RDSO vendors for development order posted on RDSO website directly in case of one or more of the below mentioned conditions, considering the seriousness and nature of deficiencies and its effects on quality of products. Now kindly come to me, Lord. Roman 2. Major non-compliance of the approved QP STR specification standards. Major non-compliance. Lordship has been pleased to notice the show cause. There is no such allegation. The allegation except is that you have done something which, according to the Indian government's policy, contrary one of the prerequisites is quality to the show cause notice. Well, I would appreciate it. They say because of this, there has been a fall in quality. Therefore, we cannot accept your supply.
Is there any mechanism to test the quality?
Yes, they have. They must have. They must have. Otherwise, how could they accept my offer? Page, 61. Yeah, this is how it is done. There are two phases of inspection. And kindly come to the 61 page 60. Quality assurance. 60 the flowchart kora ache. Yes. Turn to page 60. This is the how quality assurance plan. Control is there. Inspection. Now this is a flowchart given. For brake disc final, we are supplied. Starting from pre-machined HUB brake plate, then assembly, rework, inspection, so and so, so and so. And ultimately it comes to last controlling agencies, RDSO rights, concern, inspection, then okay, packing and dispatch. But after 3 stages of inspection, ultimately it comes to RDSO, then RDSO permits me for packaging. Well, I was searching for an allegation that this has failed the test of RDSO's checking for quality. But in absence thereof, I cannot be degraded. And with the problem that which I am facing on the ground reality, we have a huge infrastructure. More than 450 employees are there. If not, I am debarred or downgraded, I cannot perform to my infrastructure level satisfaction. It will gradually stop. But this is the situation.
Yes.
We are completely complaint. There is no complaint.
Yes, please, respondents. Can you show me any document from the papers over here that there has been any deficiency in the quality?
Not on the other
Because quality assurance plan is the issue. There is nothing else. And they have used materials from India, not imported from Slovenia.
Milord.
This is the issue.
Yes.
Nothing more.
In this case, what happened is initially they didn't have any such in-house arrangement. It was imported. Actually, this is not the same firm. It is a collaboration.
Yes.
Foreign firms
Sister concern, they say.
concerned. The foreign firms materials were tested
Hmm.
and these were given approval. Railway was satisfied with it. Subsequently, it was between the sister concerns an arrangement was made. Now, question of approval is to come from RDSO. They are saying that they have obtained a certificate from that foreign sister concern that yes, their in-house materials are of our standard. That is not by the RDSO. Initially, there was an application. যেটা আমরা deficiency বার করে report করেছিল কত পেজ কো?
আমার তো সেকেন্ড লিস্টে মার্ক করা আছে।
Kindly come to page 29, Milord. On an earlier occasion,
29 of the writ petition.
29 of the retreat,
Yes.
approval request, it was made by the petitioner concerned. Approval request for the revised quality approval plan of brake discs as per RDSO specification number such and such. They are in-house materials they wanted to use. On an earlier occasion, they sought for our approval. Mechanical tests were applied and 9 deficiencies were pointed out. These are the points which were specifically mentioned to them
Hmm.
and request was made to rectify. And thereafter, my lord, kindly come to page 81.
1 minute. Page 29 with reference to above submitted QAP for standardized brake against the same as the following deficiencies. See, let us read page 2, serial number 1. The deficiencies 29. Serial number 1.
Yes.
Page 2 under heading contents QAP guideline document number such and such be modified to such and such. This is not a deficiency in the materials applied. There may be deficiency in recording something or writing something or documentation or something. But is this the
QAP
deficiency in the material?
in that case, my lord, since it is a pure technical question.
Where is the technicality?
Kindly,
The heading contents
kindly,
should be modified to QQ rather than QM. Is this a deficiency?
QAP guideline document number such and such. Now,
Be modified.
guideline is always relating to some technical specification. Whether be modified as dated such and such.
Yes, guideline to be modified. That's something else. At page numbers 5, 6, and 7, details of the experience of the personnel may be reviewed and corrected. So this is regarding documentation part. Page 8, process flowchart, inclusion of friction ring casting is submitted is not acceptable as per paragraph such and such. Now this may be one, the revised, the friction ring casting. Then inclusion of new paras with regard to the earlier approval may be deleted. This is not nothing got to do with the quality assurance. The word brake plate to be modified as friction ring. This is neither a deficiency. Page number 14, SN6. Drawing of brake plate casting is changed with regard to earlier approved QAP. The same may be checked and corrected. Neither a deficiency. Page 14, confirmation Slovenia is required for addition of sub-vendor for the supplier. This is also not a deficiency. Heading Part 2 be modified as per the latest QAP guidelines. Clause by clause compliance noted and comply to be submitted. Where are the deficiencies?
Lord, a guideline is always related to some technical specification. If there is any observation that it is not in accordance with the guideline and modification according to guideline is sought for, then some question must arise whether that is as per the specification is there or not.
I cannot follow.
Yeah, okay.
That may my learned friend be permitted.
Yes, yes, certainly, certainly.
My lord, I may be allowed to use the pages of the next writ petition 14430, my lord, because it is marked, my lord, in those pages, my lord.
And the documents are the same?
Same, my lord. Only the appeal copy, my lord, the subsequent actions have been annexed in this writ petition, my lord. Sir,
All right. Which page?
my lord, I will first refer to the page number 73, my lord. Your lordship has got it, my lord.
No, no, not yet. Please wait.
My lord, my lord.
73.
My lord.
অনেক আগে তো।
73.
My learned senior friend has showed, my lord, that 6 items, first 5 items is imported, your lordship finds,
Yes, please.
and 6th one is COVID Slovenia.
Right,
My lord, kindly mark this word COVID Slovenia.
right.
Thereafter, your lordship may please come to page 103, my lord.
Hmm.
So my lord, I will answer to the specific questions what they have put. My
Yes.
lord. I will not trouble your lordship
Right.
explaining everything.
103.
103, my lord.
Yes.
Now your lordship will come to item 6, my lord.
Item 6, friction ring.
Friction ring, my lord.
Hmm.
Your lordship will find a new thing there, my lord. In-house JW Clovis Slovenia Private India Private Limited, Jabalpur.
Right.
So, my lord, in revision 2, that is QAP, Quality Assurance Plan, they were to supply from Clovis Slovenia. It is not the name, my lord. It is a factory where it is produced in Slovenia, and that factory is approved. Now, if you want to produce or supply anything in the name of Clovis Slovenia, then again that factory has to be approved. It is not that in the name of Clovis Slovenia they can start producing anywhere in Calcutta also, and they will supply railway. And the importance of this item is, my lord, what the importance it is.
Hmm.
They have stated, my lord, that there is no deficiency in the quality.
Right.
My lord, this is a break of the railways, my lord.
Right.
The minimum period for which it is used, my lord, is 6 years.
All right.
So
Minimum or the maximum period?
minimum
Minimum.
means 6 years, at least 6 years it gives
It
service.
has to be give service. All right.
Not less than, thank you,
Not
sir.
less than 6 years.
Less than 6 years.
Right.
So if I take a break today,
Yes.
and if it is fitted there and it is
will-
working, that doesn't mean it is approved quality.
Yes.
The accident can happen after the first year also, second year
Yes,
also,
yes.
third year also.
Right.
So what is the checkmate for that, my
Right.
lord? The checkmate here is that we approved a vendor. Now the vendor has to give the items as per the specification. Now I'll take your lordship's attention to the technical specification, my lord. The lordship may kindly come to page 43, my lord.
Yes.
Just to show the headings only, my lord.
Yes.
Then I will take inside this, my lord. Your lordship finds technical specification, my lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, may kindly come to page 51, my lord. of this technical specification.
51.
51, sir.
Yes.
Now, my lord will find at 14.11.
Yes.
May I place this before your lordship, my
Right.
lord? Type test.
Hmm.
The following test shall constitute type test and shall be carried out in accordance to EN so and so at the time of product approval of new entrant. My lord, may I continue?
Please continue.
My learned senior friends are getting excited, my lord. That is
So
why
what, you place your case?
I'm grateful, my lord. Approval of new entrant or at the time of design change or localization of existing design, my lord.
Right.
So this is the case of localization of existing design. The
Hmm.
material was produced where, my lord? In Slovenia.
Hmm.
By whom? Kevis Slovenia.
Hmm.
Now they have built a factory here in Jabalpur. Now I will show their admission, my lord.
Hmm.
Why it is required for approval. I will not trouble your lordship. Now my lord will come to the pleadings, my lord. Page 6, my lord. Page 6 of the petition.
Yes, please.
My lord, may I read from page 5? I'll trouble your lordship with from page 5, my lord. There is the entire fact starts from there, my lord. But I'll read it fast for your lordship, my lord. From page 5, last paragraph. The brake disc casting, friction ring casting under drawing number so and so manufactured by Kovis Slovenia is duly approved under the quality assurance plan QAP number so and so, revision 1, revision 2, as well as under the revision 3. The brake disc casting friction casting ring was approved by RDCO, Ministry of Railways, Government of India upon due type testing and having been duly satisfied with the qualifying specification and quality thereof. So there is no dispute with regard to approval of QAP2. There is no dispute with regard to approval of QAP3 also. But the important point, your lordship, I have pointed out that what was the QAP2 approved and what was there in QAP3. First difference I have pointed out before your lordship. Now may I continue with this, my lord? The brake disc rings were initially being manufactured utilizing the brake disc casting so imported from the petitioner's technology partner, that is Kovis Slovenia, in or about 2019. The petitioner number 1, in view of the Make in India policy of the Government of India and to align itself further therewith, established a foundry at Jabalpur. Pursuant thereto, the petitioner number 1, being a joint venture of Kovis Slovenia under transfer of technology TOT arrangement, has successfully been able to set up a production line for brake disc casting fabrication disc casting. Now I pause here, my lord. Sir, I'm getting disturbed, sir. Please, sir. Please. Sir, my lord, now here what they have said, that they have established a factory in Jabalpur in consideration with the Slovenia. Now, my lord, next paragraph. The brake disc casting manufactured at the petitioner number 1 Jabalpur foundry is completely and specifically in compliance of the standard and quality of Kovis Slovenia. It is this, they are stating this. Inasmuch as the same is a result of transfer of technology and duly approved by Kovis Slovenia, which is also a part of the petitioner number 1. It is put on record that the brake friction disc casting imported from Kovis Slovenia and the one manufactured at the petitioner's foundry is indistinguishable. So they have stated this, that it is indistinguishable. Now, my lord, come to the next paragraph. Pursuant thereto, the petitioner has approached the concerned authority of RDSO in or about May 2023. So, my lord, if there was no need to take approval and it was indistinguishable, then why did they approach the RDSO? Because, my lord, they have to approach the RDSO because the factory has to be approved. Then only they can supply the material. Now, the problem has cropped up, my lord, at the time of getting themselves enlisted, my lord, they had given a percentage that what items will be supplied from India itself. That percentage was very high. And how we got to this problem, my lord, there was a vigilance there was a complaint in the vigilance that they are supplying in-house materials. Whereas, my lord, now I'll show your lordship. If your lordship again comes back to page 73, my lord.
Yes.
If your lordship sees item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, major item is to be imported.
Hmm.
So maximum items was approved in QAP2, my lord, was to be imported. That could not have been supplied from India.
So that is not the issue. It's only
This is the
six.
issue. My lord, this is the
Serial
issue.
6. Serial 6.
My lord, serial 6 is also issue. I have pointed out.
No,
that in
1 to 5 we are not concerned.
Okay, my lord.
It is the brake plate casting
My
only.
lord. So I have pointed out, my lord, they cannot deviate from QAP because QAP is the standard to check out, my lord, that a particular item which is approved only, that is to be taken, my lord. So what is
your case is that you have approved the factory at Slovenia,
my lord,
which delivers the materials.
my lord, in
And-
revision 2, thereafter they gave a representation to us that we will supply from a Jabalpur factory in India. So that had to be also approved, my lord. Thereafter they was approved.
The difference between QAP 2 and 3, what is it?
My lord, this is what I've shown in page 73 and page 103, my lord.
103, yes.
If your lordship comes to page 103,
In-house.
in-house, thereafter we allowed this particular break this, my lord, to be supplied from in-house. In-house means India.
Yes, yes. So, what
So-
is the date difference between
My lord,
QAP 2
I'll
and
clarify
3?
your lordship. This was approved, my lord, on 22nd 5/2024. The in-house was approved. This QAP is approved on 22 5/2024. Effective date, if your lordship finds on the right hand corner of this page, my lord.
All right. 22nd of May 2024.
My lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, I come to the problem, how the problem has cropped up and why they have been downgraded, my lord.
Yes.
Now, when we came to know that this QAP revision 3 of in-house of Jabalpur was approved with effect from 22 5/2024, but they were supplying us prior to this approval from Jabalpur factory, my lord. Now, consequences, I will show your lordship that when they will change it a localization, then that is, they are deviating from the QAP, and they cannot deviate from the QAP. That is the mechanism. So they deviated from the QAP, and we have downgraded them from because of that deviation from the QAP. This is the case, my lord.
Please show me. So, by way of a penalty for not following QAP 2, you have downgraded.
Exactly, my lord. I'm grateful.
This is the
This
thing.
is the case, my lord, and they cannot take this plea that the quality
But then
is
right now, they are QAP 3 qualified.
qualified, my lord. Now
So
we will
you
take
are-
that. We are taking from them. We are accepting the goods from Jabalpur because we have inspected that factory.
But then you have downgraded. So how can you accept
No, my
the
lord.
goods?
I answer to this also. We have downgradation here means, my lord. Downgradation here is their capabilities to supply. Their downgradation is like, in a simple way, my lord, I say that I'm a standard 1 contractor. So I will quote for 1 crore rupees. Downgradation means I become a standard 4 contractor. I'll only be allowed to bid
Quote
my
for
lord
50 lakh
450
rupees.
lakhs, my lord. This is downgradation.
Right.
Now if we do not penalize them, my lord, see these consequences, my lord. They have actually, my lord, in my humble submission and respectful submission, I would say it is actually a fraud, my lord, because we are of the apprehension that this material is being supplied from produced in Slovenia, and they internally, what they do, they start their in-house production without
Your
letting
knowledge
us
and
know
without your
that
consent.
this is being produced from Jabalpur. My lord, this accident can take place on any day, my lord, any
Yes.
day. Now, what is their contention here before this court? That the quality is not bad. How do we know the quality is not bad? When the accident will take place and life will go, then we'll know the quality is bad.
All right. So you were not aware with regard to the
We were
the quality of the goods
exactly, my lord.
that
It
was
is a
made
complaint to
in-house.
the vigilance department. that this material is not being supplied from COVID Slovenia and is being supplied from in-house. That is why we inquired from them that what is your content of the Indian production. Then they said that it is 90%. I will show your lordship that letter.
Yes, please.
My lord, the vigilance letter is not here, but it has been stated in our appeal reply.
Yes, please.
My lord, if your lordship comes to page 120, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, here they have stated that what is their percentage of percentage of local contents, last paragraph, my lord.
Yes.
And this was, and I have showed page 73,
Hmm.
where the major portion was to be supplied from, was to be imported. 6 items, my lord.
Hmm.
So that cannot be 90%. This is how we were compelled to ask them, what is your local contents?
And when was the contract entered into, pursuant to which these materials were supplied?
My lord, it was in revision 1. From revision 1, I'll show.
Revision 1.
And I would like to satisfy your lordship on making in India policy also, my lord. On that point also, I will answer your lordship.
Yes, please.
First, may I answer to that point, make in India. My lord, make in India policy does not allow that any rotten thing is to be put into the railways, my lord.
Who is telling you to
My lord,
accept rotten things?
no, my lord, make in India, this is being projected before this court that government is promoting making India, but that has to follow the procedures.
Certainly. Who says no?
So procedures, when you do not follow the procedures, that make in India will not come into picture. Your QAP2,
Which is the procedure which has not been followed?
my lord, procedures which has not been followed, QAP2.
No, the QAP2 is not make in India because you are outsourcing from
No, my lord.
outside.
That there is the problem which has cropped up in QAP2. By the time when the Jabalpur factory was not approved, and approval was from COVID Slovenia, that is revision 2. In that period, my lord, they started supplying items from the Jabalpur factory itself. Later on, the Jabalpur
So
factory
do not go to that make in India policy. You stick to your stand that they were supposed to supply materials according to QAP2,
my lord,
which they did not. They supplied in-house materials.
in-house material without
the approval of the Union of India. Yes.
এটা তো দেখিয়ে দিয়েছি স্যার, type test. My lord, I have shown your lordship page 51 that after localization, what test they have to undergo, my lord.
Page 51. Yes.
Great, this shall be
Type
manufactured
test.
as per the-
What is that allegation? I don't.
My lord, I've shown page 51, my lord,
Hmm.
that in 3 conditions, these tests has to be undergone, my lord.
Conditions.
Thank you, sir.
What are the conditions?
Conditions, my lord, I've shown in accordance to EN so and so, time of product, approval of new entrant. First condition, when there will be a new entrant, these tests has to be undergone. New entrants. That means
Following tests shall
I put
constitute
in new items.
shall be carried
No,
out
no, no.
in accordance with EN at the time of product approval of new entrant.
New entrant. Second is, my
Alright.
lord, at the time of design change.
Right.
And third is
Localization
of existing design, my lord.
All right.
This is our case. It has been the design has been localized. It was first being produced in COVID Slovenia.
Design has not been localized.
My lord,
Design remains the same.
My lord, I'll show your lordship. Page 50, my lord.
50?
50.
Yes.
Manufacture, my lord.
Manufacture.
Brake disc shall be manufactured as per the drawing approved by RDSO.
Yes.
So, my lord, here the case is very simple, that we, in terms of the QAP, we had approved as per their acceptance that they will be supplying us materials from COVID Slovenia. that particular item. But
So the main thing, you go to the same thing that it was not approved.
Mm.
The Slovenia was approved. Even if the Slovenia thing is made in India, till it is approved by RDSO, it cannot be
ungrateful, my
used.
lord. This
This
is the
is
case.
the
This is the
sum
case.
and substance of
And
the whole
later on, we have approved Jabalpur. So we are taking from there,
thing. Right.
because when the Jabalpur is approved, we have checked it, then we are taking from it. Now the question does not arise as they have stated that the quality, there is no
Variation in
variation
quality.
in the quality. So I may be allowed, and no penal action can be taken.
Right.
We have to
From this petition, you please show me the penalty
my lord.
where they have been downgraded. The order of downgradation, please show me once.
151 of the 3234. First request.
No, since I'm looking at the second, please show me the same page. Same page will be there somewhere.
Please that page. Court petition কথা বলছি। Kindly may take the 151 of the petition which I had placed in the lordship.
Yes, 151. Downgradation.
It is 14.1.12, my lord. I'll show your lordship that when they will be downgraded, it is deviation from QAP, they will be downgraded.
Show,
my
please show, please show. 4.2.2.1
my lord.
for manufacture and supply of standardized DSS. 4.2.1.1.
My lord, your lordship may come to page 167.
Of the petition that you are placing.
My lord, my lord. I'm grateful, my lord.
167.
Second petition.
Sir.
You want to the same 156.
Yes, downgradation.
4.2.1.1, my lord. 2. Major non-compliance of the approved QAP STR specification standards.
Hmm.
So this is a pure case of non-compliance of the approved QAP, my lord.
Major non-compliance.
It is
was
a major, my lord.
major
It is
non-compliance.
the items are coming from such a factory which has not been approved. That cannot be a better case than this, my lord. And the consequences also I have explained to your lordship what can happen, my lord.
Where is the contract? Please show me once. Did you show?
My lord, contract they have not annexed, my lord. Even I.
এটা tender এখানে
Hey, 43, the thing is there. 45.
Second volume of the second writ petition. Sorry, third, could be third volume.
Anyway, 370.
That means RDSO.
Even note with the right hand side, approving agencies are DSO.
Hmm.
They are approved it. What is the question of deficiency of quality?
Sure, sure, sure. Vajra Vanduruna.
Material is coming from an approved vendor on the apprehension that it is being supplied from Slovenia.
This is 2025.
108.
My lord, may I be permitted to show some other pages also where it is their letter?
Yes.
If your lordship comes to page 38. Second writ petition. My learned senior friend has read, my lord, this page, but the entire page has not been read.
Page?
Page 38, my lord.
Yes.
Second petition.
You all may leave.
Waiting for that Passover, man.
Oh, today no Passover. Yes. Page 38.
38, my lord. May I place this, my lord?
Hmm.
Dear sir, we would like to inform you that the casting of brake disc now established at our joint venture company, JWL Covis India Private Limited at Jabalpur. Our technical team from Covis DOO, Slovenia,
Hmm.
have visited the facility and established the foundry.
Yes.
The necessary training have been provided to our Indian team to run the foundry and produce brake disc. We have verified the process and quality of the product. We are pleased to inform you that the foundry at JWL Covis India Private Limited is meeting the standard foundry of Covis DOO Slovenia. It is their submission that it is meeting the standard. Therefore, we have asked JW Covis India Private Limited to produce the brake disc casting in India and stop importing the brake disc casting from Covis DOO Slovenia. Next paragraph, my lord. In this regard, our Indian representative from JWL Covis Indian Private Limited will contact you with a request for approving QAP. Your lordship has got it, my lord. They have started. Now there it is their admission that it is as per the Slovenia. Now our Indian counterpart will meet you for request to approve the QAP. Because without the approval of QAP, they cannot give us. That is the measurement. So it is their admission. And thereafter they contacted us for approving the QAP. That is what my senior was showing, my lord, that these things were pointed out. It might not be deficiency, but in the process of approving of the QAP 2 to 3, that was these incident took place. And thereafter QAP 3 was approved. So we have approved QAP 3. Jabalpur factory is approved. Now we are taking from Jabalpur factory, but the question arises at the time when Jabalpur factory was not approved.
Yes,
they could
yes,
not
I
have
followed.
supplied.
It's a very, very small issue.
Very small issue, but it is a very important issue, my lord. I'm grateful, my lord.
Yes. Reply.
Very short reply. Because our supply was accepted by them, being approved by RDSO. That they have not shown your lordship not at page.
There is a particular date when it is approved. After that, it is all right. Prior to that, no.
No, prior
This
to
is
that,
what
they've
their
accepted
stand.
it. But my point is, having accepted the quality being satisfied, where mere approval is there or not, it becomes immaterial when you have approved it. Because they did not reject my, material. They could have said, we reject you because this is not complying with the standard.
Tell me one thing. You when the contract was issued in your favor, you knew you had to outsource it from Slovenia. For any reason, the your Slovenia partner started making goods locally, which may be at par, or I take it, it is at par with the Slovenia goods, and you use it. Why not intimate the authority that I am using material from this place?
Kindly, my lord, see page 109 of the first petition. So this is on 29th of July 2024. P6, page 108. Supply of standardized brake discs, sketchy coaches, RDSO. In reference to subject matter, it is advised to submit the following details to his office. Now, my lord, we now submit this.
Percentage local content quoted. আমরা কোন টেন্ডারে কত কোট করছি সেটা
This is for QAP3.
No, this is QP2. Well, this is a percentage of local content quoted documentary evidence must be submitted. Right hand side.
Right hand side, percentage of local content,
That has been
documentary.
quoted. Now that we have quoted that, and next page.
Yes.
Milord, on 12th August 2024, we have given Milord the quotation of percentage of local content.
Yes, my lord, it is in our, we had it.
1 minute, please. You do not
sorry.
interject.
Sorry.
Yes, percentage of local content.
Okay. On the basis of this quotation in the tender, my tender was accepted. Material supplied was accepted by RDSO.
Where is the document to show that your Jabalpur factory was approved by the authority at the time of delivery of goods under QAP2?
By conduct. Milord, by conduct, that will be apparent Milord, from my quotation to the tender. Otherwise, they would have rejected it. The 12th August 2024, when I give the Milord quotation with the percentage of local content, they have accepted it. They have accepted the supply of materials. And how it is done? Kindly see, this is approved by the RDSO. Kindly turn to
What will be the dates of QAP3 starting?
QAP3,
Initialization of QAP3.
22nd of May 2024.
22nd May 2024. Where do I get this date? Page 101. Calibration of
Page
testing.
92 and page 103.
103.
My lord will see page 92. This is page 92 quotation by JWL Kovis, and at the bottom right hand side, approved by R. Ramurthy, dated
25.
so designation general manager.
Yes. No, it's approved by the general manager of whom? It's your company.
No, this is approved by Milord, the railway
Railways.
RDSO.
Acha, RDSO.
Checked by Milord, checked by, kindly see, checked by Gautam Kumar, designation manager, prepared by Rishikesh Hatka so and approved by Ramamurthy, designation general manager of RDSO. And kindly come to Milord, page 89, that will be very clear. Kindly come to page 89 and 90. Ultimate sanction comes from RDSO. Therefore, RDSO when
25th of May 24.
but in reality, it has to be accepted on 22nd of May 2024 that they have accepted the quality. But they might have taken time Milord, to inspect the premises and ultimately said we approve. But this is an ongoing process. And but there is no allegation, therefore, Lord should see show cause notice that this has downgraded the quality. No. Or major non-compliance which might cause endanger the supply materials. Nothing is alleged.
Show me one more thing. Assuming that there is some deficiency on your part and they impose penalty, what are the penalties?
Yes,
There is one portion.
come to 156.
There is one portion regarding the downgrading is also
Yes,
there.
156 Milord, and how could this penal action be taken, kindly see the prerequisites.
Prerequisites. Is there any
Vendors can be downgraded from list of approved vendors to list of RDSO vendors for developmental order posted on RDSO website or delisted from list of approved vendors or list of RDSO vendors.
the proportionality issue?
Yes.
Is it there?
No, they say, I read out, my lord, in case of one or more of the below mentioned conditions, considering the seriousness and nature of deficiencies and its effects on quality of products.
Mhm.
Then, my lord, kindly come to, my lord, Roman 5. Any other situation leading to adverse effect on the quality of production.
Mm.
The learned friend at least will not very fairly say that there has been no complaint of quality. What he says that you did not get it approved. The factory was not approved because at the time we were getting on inspection. Therefore, you were downgraded.
Mm.
Well, I would have appreciated there's a one line that because of this quality fall, your entire supply is rejected.
No, thing is to accept your submission, the authority had to make a quality check,
Yes.
right? Why will the authority go to that extent? Because they already have an approved factory
Yes.
from where you are supposed to take. You do not take it from the approved one, you take it from an unapproved one and say that the quality of the unapproved one is equal to or better than the quality of the approved one.
When I supply,
That
whether
was not-
whether it is from the approved site or not, my lord, they have to give the certificate, final certificate before acceptance of the supply. That is, my lord, kindly again come to page 82, the flow chart.
Hmm.
But therefore, it's similar.
Page
Stages are there when they will accept the final supply. Page 87, page 88, whether it is from approved site or not, they have to, my lord, check quality check before accepting the the supply.
yes.
Therefore, the quality acceptance was there, that they do not say that we are misled and thereby you have given you wrong certificate. And kindly turn to page 39, how it is done. There's an inspection is a compulsory. Page 39. After the manufacture is done, page 39, brake disc shall be manufactured as per drawing approved by RDSO.
Hmm.
But there has been no complaint that you have violated that. Then kindly come to the prototype inspection. The manufacturer shall offer at least 3 numbers of prototype disc of a new or modified brake disc. Necessary testing according to para 14 of this specific shall be carried out on test pieces.
Listen, serial number 1, brake disc shall be manufactured as per the drawing approved by RDSO. Now, the disc that you are supplying is not from the approved vendor, right? Now, whether the drawing is in terms of the approved RDSO drawing or not,
The drawing is by RDSO, but drawing does not say where from I should get material. Drawing says that you have to prepare in this fashion. And that is again been tested, not once. Kindly come to clause 2, prototype inspection. Then 12.3, after prototype clearance, the brake disc shall be subjected to field trial as per para 15. The manufacturer shall preserve 3 prototype brake discs for a period of 18 months from the date of start of the field trial. Then purchase inspection. The purchase inspection shall be carried out at the premises of the manufacturer. But this was carried out. The following procedure shall be followed. The inspecting authority shall make audit checks of the manufacturing procedure, internal quality assurance system to ensure that the brake disc offered for inspection is manufactured strictly as per internal quality assurance system. But after having gone through all this without arduous process of checking, they now come up and say that I downgrade you because that factory was not then approved. But this is arbitrary, and that's why without the right order, the division in judgment says you cannot act so arbitrarily. The inspection was carried out, quality was checked, and then again without clause 14, type test. The following test shall constitute type test and shall be carried out in accordance with the yen so and so at the time of product approval
Hmm.
of new entrant. Without this doesn't attract us because we are not new entrant. New entrant doesn't mean without the new item. New entrant means someone who was not in business with the railway. They are for the first time trying to enter into. Therefore, they have to have this further rigorous test.
What about localization?
Localization done. The following test without is by for the new interest. What they say, performance of enduring test, centrifugal test, validation, ventilation, head disposal. And for new entrant at the time of design change or localization of existing design.
Yes, localize. What you've done is localization of the
No,
existing
for the
design.
new entrants. That is for the new entrants. And the drawing was approved by them. And again, Lordship was very correctly pointing out these are all clerical corrections. Page 29.
Hmm.
What do they say? At page 29, which my lord was kind enough to mark it. The word brake plate should be modified to friction ring. At page 14 of serial number 6 of part 3, drawing number of brake plate casting is changed with respect to earlier approved QAP. This is approved QAP. The same may be checked and to be corrected accordingly. The rigorous test procedure is there. Unfortunately, I don't know, something else might have been played in the mind. এটাই তো বলেছি। These corrections were directed to be done by RDSO, which are ministerial in nature, nothing related to quality product. And another important burden on the supplier, page 41. Field trial. Can you turn to page 41?
Yes.
This shall be subjected to field trials on minimum 18 coaches for a period of minimum 9 months or 10,000 kilometers, whichever is earlier. The following parameters will be monitored during the field trial. Then after satisfactory performance of the brake disc in the field trial, disc offered may be considered for regular service on Indian Railways. Then guarantee. The firm shall at their cost replace the brake disc failing prematurely or proving unsatisfactory in service for reasons attributed to defective and faulty design, defective material, or poor workmanship within a period of 72 months from the date of delivery or 66 months from the date of fitment, whichever is later. The warranty shall survive notwithstanding the fact that the base disc may have been inspected, accepted, and payment thereof made. Therefore, my liability is maximum. And what is the story of brake accident which might come in future? These are all imaginary things of coming before the court without having pleading. And if Lordship doesn't go into that, now you say admittedly that I have fulfilled the quality.
No, now there is no issue.
No issue.
Whether
Then
at that point of time.
why don't you treat me as not downgraded? From now onwards, you treat me as bulk supplier.
Yes.
No difficulty.
But then that is the penalty. It is the penalty that you are suffering.
Because I am
You are eligible. They're
I am
not
challenging this penalty that if you find me eligible, why do you keep me in downgraded category? For the reasons which are not attainable. I have shown your Lordship the rigorous process to be done.
an appeal was preferred and
The
the
appeal authority will not in fact taken the role of the RTS. So kindly see the order of
yes, page
the appellate authority. Petition to the authority.
Is 350, my lord, of the second writ petition.
350.
My lord.
The decision on appeal. Well, I will read out in detail to show how the appeal was treated.
Hmm.
This matter arises out of an appeal preferred by Messrs. JWL Covis, having registered office so and so. The appellant was, prior to the said order, enlisted as an approved source for the supply of standardized brakes so and so. Aggrieved thereby, the appellant preferred an appeal before the RDSO Appellate Authority. During the pendency of the appeal, the appellant approached the High Court. Subsequently, High Court may skip over the submissions advanced by the appellant. Here, my lord, the Appellate Authority heard me alone. My lord, there was no RDSO representation to justify their cause. The Appellate Authority himself took it upon himself. Now, kindly submissions advanced by the Appellate Authority. He records my submissions. Impact of downgrading and allegation of false complaint. Kindly come to observations of the Appellate Authority, page 353. The appellant largely reiterated his previously submitted claims during the hearing, save for few more additional assertions, that the variation in quoted local content percentage stemmed from the phase-wise transition from imported to in-house manufactured castings, and that their quoting of competitive rates resulted in significant savings for Indian Railways. They have not derived any undue benefit and there is no loss to the railways. They have received a show cause notice from Director Railway Stores based upon a letter dated so and so. To understand the trend of local content quoted and the assertions made during hearing by the appellant, the contents of the table in the letter, the table which you have placed before your lordship is there. Upon the meticulous perusal of the tender chronology and the supporting documentary record, it is noted that the earlier tender, as shown in the above table, had its closing date on 27 March 23, merely 11 days subsequent to the grant of approval of QAP 2. After the QAP applicable at the point of time, use of imported casting was a mandatory requirement. Contrary to the appellant's assertion made during oral submission, they supplied brake disc with imported brake plates castings in initial phase. The local content declared in this tender was unequivocally 90% and not 56% as stated during hearing, meaning thereby that they used indigenous castings from the first tender itself. This fact standing on record unequivocally dislodges the appellant's narrative that the imported castings were utilized in initial tendered supplies. That after I have given the details, how could it come to conclusion? Further, from the appellant's submission of letter so and so, the relevant extracts are reproduced below. But I do not read this out in entirety. Then 3.6. Use of in-house manufactured brake disc casting was not a part of QAP approved on 16 March 2023. In fact, firm obtained QAP 2 mentioning in it there was no manufacturing facility or castings at the time. Facility of castings in Apple's factory at Jabalpur was developed after obtaining approval of QAP 2. It is only at a later stage the use of both imported brake disc casting and indigenous manufactured brake disc casting was allowed in the manufacture of final product, that is brake disc so and so. This is evident from the differential QAP 2 and QAP 3. From the above, it is evident that under QAP 2, brake plate casting was to be sourced exclusively from Kobe, Slovenia. Under QAP 3, the same component now referred to as the friction ring casting was permitted to be either sourced from Kobe, Slovenia or manufactured in-house at the appellant's facility at Jabalpur. Another factual difference in section C so and so is observed. Then, my lord may skip over. Kindly come to conclusion. It is conclusively established that the appellant supplied materials without adhering to the QAP. Kindly note this: supplied materials without adhering to QAP approved on 16 March and the associated technical specifications. This constitutes a clear violation. That first question would have been, how could this supply be accepted? And The penalty imposed by the respondent is found to be in accordance with the prescribed regulatory provisions. The downgradation is justified under the applicable ISO guidelines and due notice to the same was communicated. But where is the discussion of the points we have raised? In light of the foregoing analysis and upon careful consideration of the record and submission, the undersigned arrived at the conclusion that the penalty downgradation for the list is development vendors is in order and holds good. Therefore, that ultimately comes to a conclusion that the supply of materials without adhering to the QAP approved, though they have accepted it. Now kindly see the show cause. What was the charge against me and how the conclusion comes? The show cause was, that is at page 145 of the first petition. From the above, it is evident that the firm has not sourced the item number 6 above from Mr. Scobie, Slovenia, as mentioned in approved QAP and not following the approved QAP. And the conclusion is you have supplied the materials without approval. So why did you accept it? You should have returned it. Therefore, technically, the materials were up to the standard. Whether this is from the Slovenia or from the COVID, the indigenous materials, but is not an issue for which downgradation could have been done. And that's the ratio of the division bench in Bombay, that it should be on the basis of alert Wednesday reasonableness principles, and it cannot be arbitrary or mere conjectures. That is our subject.
Hearing concluded, CAV. ও আর একটা জিনিস কে আছে প্রদীপ
Deep.